Good deal. Deal. This way, brother. This way, deal. Deal. This way, bro. Trainer!
Well, we'd done a 100k event before at the gym, and we thought we'd try a trail one this time. Obviously, a lot of these events are used to test our mindset as well as our physical capabilities. And I know last time when we ran the 100k's on flat surface around Williamstown, the sort of state I was in at about 80k's, and it's funny, I sort of get something from that, and knowing that you're going to go into a sort of dark place, and how your body reacts and how your mind gets you through that. So we picked this one. It's an hour to get down there. By the beach. For first time ultramarathon trail runners, this is a really good one. So this is the one we picked to have a go at, and it gave us a really good time frame of training for it as well. So this event was greater than Kilometres. The 100k's doesn't even give it any sort of gratitude of what we're trying to do here. It's about building the mind and growing through that through a team of individuals who come together as a collective to get something like this done. It's a really special thing. From the media team, all the preparation that was done through there, and all that went into scouting the whole thing.
Rain hates it.
Everyone just bloody flocking to their cars.
I think the media team prepared really well for the event. We could prepare as good as we wanted, but we also knew that we'd have to face different forms of adversity throughout the day, and then have to deal with different weather changes. So ultimately, we prepared as best as we could.
We decided to do something crazy again, something that steps us outside of our comfort zone, something that challenges us to be better and do better. The prep was long. We did about 12 weeks of a running program, so it was a lot of running, and it was a lot of, I didn't really realise how much time it would take out of my life, in general. Obviously when you train for something, anything, you've got to put your all into it. I'm big on that. If I'm going to do something, it's all or nothing for me. So the program was followed to a T every week. About 12 weeks of training, which is short for probably an ultramarathon, I'm assuming.
The nutrition, the running coach, the VO2 max, everything was the lead up to this final event.
The prep that obviously went into getting sorted for the 100k run, obviously it's not taken lightly. Going from about 30, 40k's per week to about 80, 85k's per week. So it was running 5 days a week and only 2 rest days, and then trying to fit in obviously more of our strength days because we don't want to lose that side of things. Definitely took a lot of preparation.
We started the event, we got there late, which wasn't ideal. We were pretty flustered, the media team and all the runners. We got there, didn't know where the start line was, there was no car park, we should have really known, we should have left there earlier at our house, but we got there late, and everyone had already started, and there was no one on the beach. And then we got to a K beach before they went in the hills, there was no one on there. And so then Kevin, Dan and myself jetted off, and everyone was telling us to sort of hurry up, and Kev was like, we've got 14 hours, 15 hours to get this done, there's no rush.
Obviously the first league started on the beach, started on the sand, worked way into the hills, and then back onto the sand all the way down the coast, all the way from sort of Anglesea to Torquay. So it was a long way, running past Bell's Beach and stuff, and we're running literally along the rocks and in the water. Getting to points where we're running around the rocks and we were up to our waist in water, it was cold. It was super cold and really difficult. Running on rocks is just gnarly, no matter who you are. So people were, rock scrambling and finding it super tough. But as I said, I found it you know, pretty fun. Like, it was really fun for me, and it was a good sort of warm-up into the day.
I thought I'd try and catch up to the guys at the front and see where they were and try and run with them. Which didn't help, because you're burning a lot of energy, a lot of fuel, and trying to bypass everyone on the way up. But we got up there and fought everyone every so often, and that took a little bit of toll. But when you're running 21 k's for the first leg on sand, it's no easy feat.
Stoneman running 10 minutes late, so we had to try and make up some ground in the first 3 k's to catch up to the other group. So.
Me and Mitch were able to stay together for that whole first leg, so having someone there alongside me kind of definitely helped. But I don't think it's what we expected, and as soon as we hit the sand, we knew there was going to be sand, we knew that was all coming, we knew there was going to be a little bit of water, but we didn't expect the water to be up to our necks, and for 75% of it being walking from rock to rock, where you have the potential of slipping or have potential of getting really, really wet. So leg one, finishing that one, knowing that was over and knowing that was at the start, made it a lot more nicer to the legs, especially when you get to a point, potentially if this is at the end, it wasn't going to be nice. So body was prepared for it as time went on, but yeah, that was super, super hard and quite confusing because it was almost swimming the majority of it.
The whole first leg had no idea exactly what I was getting myself into, I was drenched in water. Everything, and you ran a lot of it, with your whole feet underwater.
Oi! What's going on? How are we going? How wet I am?
Do you have anything else?
So, late start, early finish. Hey, bro. Hey, mate. What's going on?
Going, Tom?
Get this party started, eh?
So when you got to checkpoint 1, I was freezing, I was drenched, I cut my hand because I fell over, had to change clothes really quickly. I really wanted to spend like 5 minutes at the checkpoint and then go again, fuel up and go. And so I changed the clothes really quickly, got a stitched up or band-aided up on the hand, and then Trent came with me and ran with me for the next sort of 2Ks, 3Ks. And the second leg was actually quite difficult. Even though we weren't on the sand, it was really windy. Again, we hadn't done second leg yet, so we had no idea what we were getting ourselves in for. To get through that second leg actually really took it out of me.
All right, we're 30 k's in. Got Mitch here. Yeah, we've gone through checkpoint 1, and then checkpoint is the 50k mark. And what are we? 31 in. 31 in. Oof.
And then we got through the 50k mark, and I still wasn't, I felt good, but I felt really shit at the same time. It was a really weird feeling. Fueled up, and then went again. We didn't stay at the 50 mark for too long. Had some food away we went, and when I started the 50k mark, literally about a k in, I vomited, and I felt really shit. And I'm like, oh no, it's not good, I'm not in. So yeah, someone, when I was vomiting, someone ran past me and said, oh, do you want any ginger? And I said, oh no, look, that's all right, thanks. And so I kept going, and I sort of I said to Benny and Mitch, I said, you guys go, like, do you know what I mean? If I'm going to be vomiting, don't wait for me.
We're feeling it, that's for sure.
Tight ammies.
A few tight ammies, so just got to get to checkpoint, next checkpoint, which hopefully isn't too far away, and regroup and go again.
On we trot.
On we trot.
On we trot. So they went, and then within a K we were running with each other again because they weren't too far up. There were some massive hills. I knew, again, third leg, massive hills, long hills, up and down. Again, they hadn't done it, so they didn't know what to expect. So we ran together for the majority of the third leg until probably a K out, and then I fell behind, and I was really feeling it.
This third leg's the hardest. A lot of hills. It's tough. Just got to get to the next checkpoint and grab some more fuel and a bit low on it. I started this little leg really flat. Alright, update. We're 7 k's in. The hills. Yeah, 9 hours. Real struggle.
So at the 68 K mark, we had a small checkpoint, and I was really struggling at that point, and just the mind was just playing funny buggers with me, and I mean it's 3.5 or whatever, but you're waiting, literally turning every single corner, going, is it here? Is it here? So when you see it, it's a bit of a relief, and I saw the media team, and I just sort of sat there at Craig's car, and Trent's like, what do we need? Camille's like, what do we need? Like, and geez, I was feeling it then. Like I was just like far out. And we've got another like 32 to go. Yes, you're over halfway, but geez, there's still a long way to go.
Where's Willow?
Yeah, we're just coming down now to say you at the checkpoint.
Yeah, say hello to her. I'll say hello to her.
You sure you're alright, Bobby?
Yeah, I'm all good, Mum. All good. Hi, Bub. Hi, Bubs.
Hi, Daddy.
How are you?
That's Daddy on my baby bit.
Oh, wow. All right, I'm going to see you and Mummy at the checkpoint, okay? I'll see you soon. Yeah, no, I'm all good. I'll see you at the checkpoint.
Love you.
Love you, bye. How's the checkpoint for me?
Just up there, guys. 7
7 k's.
Oh, the little checkpoint is just up here.
So I had to really sort of mentally regroup. I went back up to the bit, and I saw Lucas as well, and Tani, and that group, and then I had to sort of jet off. And because the next checkpoint, which was I think 75, I felt really good. And then we got to checkpoint 3, and again it was absolutely pissing down, and there was not many tents there. I saw my family. I guess seeing my family and my kids, Jimmy gave me a really big spurt up of there's not long to go, and we're just gonna get through it.
Training.
Oh, watch your step. Hey! What are we saying? Hi, Daddy. He's got, you know why? He's got headphones now.
Feeling it.
Have you got headphones?
I saw Nikki Hagwell, she went in her run, and all these little things add up when you're trying to get your mind right. And got some headphones, which was good, and went off at the 80k mark. Obviously I heard that the other lads have been going really well, and obviously Dan had to pull out, which made me feel a bit shitty at the time, because I know the work he put into, which I think everyone was trying to keep that away from me at the time, that he had pulled out. Because we're one big team here, we're one big family, so if one pulls out, we understand the work that's gone into it. And so that was quite shattering. But I knew I had 20 to go, and the body and mind do funny things when you get to that sort of stage.
Doing well.
Had some fuel, and about 80 to 85 actually was feeling really well. Like after I left that K mark, it was pretty some flat surfaces, and I was getting some really good paces. I was running really well, and I was like, oh, I gotta be this is why I did all the programming. Like I feel really good.
Keep going, Dill.
ups and downs of the race is huge, and you go through so many, like the emotional toll of the race. Even from the start, it's like, do you know what I mean, I've got so long to go, and then you get to a certain point, you're like, I've only got this to go, but just how am I going to do it? Like, it literally just a roller coaster of emotions. You go through 2 minutes of feeling great, and then 5 minutes of feeling shit, and then 2 minutes, and it's just all about controlling the time that you don't feel so well, which is, I guess, a representation of life, of when things go wrong and stuff like that, of how you can get yourself out of those sort of situations. And I mean, you're not always going to feel amazing. You're not always going to. It's not always a straight line uphill, and things are going to happen and they're going to get thrown at you. But it's about how you deal with those times when discomfort is there and that you're not feeling 100%. So I think it's a life lesson in general. So. And then it hit like 85 to 90 and I was flat. I was real flat. And then, I mean, there's a checkpoint I think at 92 or something like that, a small checkpoint with 8Ks to go. And I'm like, Jimmy, you got 8 to go. And then we went back on the beach and went up near the bluff and I saw the media team there as well. And geez, I was just struggling there.
Let's go, Dill. Dill. This way, brother. This way, Dill. Dill, this way, bro.
Stay to the left of that barrel.
Trenner!
Good job, well done.
Trenner!
When I got on the beach, I was going past everyone who was working at the event. I'm like, how long left? Like, do you know what I mean? I know the watch was saying one thing, but I'm like, how long we got? I just need to hear it from someone. Do you know what I mean? We've got 3.5 or whatever. And I saw Trent and he goes, do you know what I mean? You've got 6 left. I'm like, oh, yeah, okay. Got on the beach and I mean, you're running alone for the last 30, 20 Ks, and do you know what I mean? You're really having to dig in. And to get to that finish line, but you know it's there. You know it's only around the corner. But geez, it's tough. Like your body really feeling it. Like to even get your legs to have the thought process to go from your mind to your legs to get moving and stay moving is incredibly hard when you're so fatigued. And but again, to get to that finish line, it was an amazing feeling, amazing. And it gives you that sort of bug of knowing how far you can take your body and your mind.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, Dill. Well done, mate. Good stuff. Good stuff, mate.
We have got Dylan.
Go, Dill!
Dylan's running 100 Ks. Jim.
Go, Dill!
Yes, you're right behind him. Well done, Dylan.
Yeah, buddy.
Thanks, mate.
Congratulations. 100K journey today with a big smile on her face.
Bruised and battered. We made it.
She's
Well done.
in.
Well done.
Smashed it!
Thanks for everything.
Killed it.
The worst
Okay,
one.
anything?
Well done, brother. Amazing, amazing. Well done, mate.
Mate, if I can fly.
And we have
Scars on the face,
The funniest thing I've ever seen is him going downhill like
the
this.
Jaws love
Made my day, honestly.
and McNeil and David Tickle. Stay here, guys. We've got some awards for you. Well done. Once again, that was John Cooper, Lauren Theodore, Hannah McNeil, and David Tickle.
You're gonna get a photo. Maybe send it this.
I mean, I'm already looking up new events of what we can do, because I don't think you can go past that feeling of knowing that you're digging so deep in yourself that It's so far out of your comfort zone that, do you know what I mean? It's a special and unique feeling that you can't really get anywhere else. Put in that situation where it's like, do you know what I mean, you give up or you keep going, very rarely do you get that in life. So I think we're doing that on purpose. We're putting ourselves through that on purpose to see how we react and how far we can take our body and mind. Because, do you know what I mean, if you can get your mindset right in situations like that, do you know what I mean, when it comes to family, work, business, all that sort of stuff, do you know what I mean, it's a piece of cake because you've gone through all the hardships and you're doing it on purpose.
Yeah?
I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thanks for that.
So prepared.
Oh, look, I finished it.
What do you mean?
Oh, that was fucked. I was playing my legs at this. Oh, my God. Oh, I'll see you soon. Thanks for that. Love you.
So when stuff gets thrown at you that you may not be aware of or have control of, you're straight on it and you can react to it in a certain way that gets very proactive. So there's massive wins from doing something like this, and I mean I'm really proud of everyone that participated in it and put themselves through it, because it's an amazing achievement, but it's also an amazing opportunity that people gave themselves and just said, mate, I'm gonna try my best to complete this. And I mean, this is not a 10K or 5K run. This is a 100K, or do you know what I mean, even the teams of 4. Like, you're running 25K. Like, Nikki ran 27. She had only run 15Ks before as a most ever. Like, that's amazing. Like, in that sort of terrain, and I'm super proud of every single one of our runner and all our teams that came and supported us and allowed us to do what we did on that day.
Thank you to my amazing team who made this possible today. All our staff here, and obviously any staff that come up, all the messages we'll get to the members. A big thank you to everyone. So without the team, we can't do what you want to do. So a big thank you for everyone. I like you all. Thank you. Trial run. This is what we come for.
Dan. Get out of my boots. Retreat! He's old and he has an particularly one. Dan!
I overran my thing.
Did
I
you?
don't have a mobile phone.
Is that where you've ended up?
So I'm here.
Do you need my
So-
mobile phone?
Do you have Craig's number
Yeah.
at all?
Yeah.
If I run with you?
Yeah.
What's God doing?
Dirty anyway, but all the bird shit.